I first went out to India with Methody in 2001 when I was in sixth form, and it was with Ruth and Christine, were the teachers on that trip. Then it was with the India Society, and we went out with Asha, and it was actually the first Methody trip to India. That was where my journey with India and with Christine and then with Saphara started, and it had a huge impact on me. That trip, it really inspired me, and still I think about it, and still it impacts on my career and my daily life. So I'm so thankful to them, and I'm still in touch with all the people that we went with. So when I qualified as a teacher, I got back in touch with Christine and said, can I come again please? So I went out as a teacher in 2009 with the first Saphara team, and I've since led a student team in 2012 and Belfast team in 2013. So I've been out with Saphara a number of times, and I've also been involved in some of the work in writing the curriculum for what we do when we go out there, and that I've really enjoyed that. That has been lovely. And great to be part of kind of a topic-based learning. You know, we looked at what the children in Sneha in the school would be learning in India, talked to the teachers when we were out in 2009 and said, you know, what is it that you want? What are they doing? What can we help with? And took all those thoughts and then came up with a more interactive curriculum that we decided to base in storybooks. And to kind of see that be delivered and see the young people make that their own and take ownership over that has been really, really wonderful. My favourite thing about Saphara has to be the teaching. I've had the absolute pleasure to watch a number of young people from different schools in Northern Ireland go out to India with obviously no 17-year-olds experience of teaching, and to watch them go out and deliver really fabulous lessons is just such a pleasure to watch as a teacher. To see them the night before planning, sometimes they have an idea or a framework and they're going with it and they're really excited, and other times they're stuck. But they get there and then you watch them making resources. And I remember one night Emma had spent ages making this lovely giraffe with a head, a body, all these split pins so it'll dance. And I said, that's really lovely, but there's 62 children in the class. And she said, no problem, as happy as could be, she needs 62. So dedicated, these young people are so dedicated to what they do. And when they get out, and when you get to the pleasure of seeing them in the classroom, delivering a fabulous lesson, and then hearing the buzz from them afterwards, hearing their feedback from that and what they got out of it, is just really wonderful. And watching them flourish over the course of the 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks, is for me what has been so incredible about Saphara. And then linked into that is probably the relationships that are formed, the relationships between the Saphara young people and the Indian young people, the relationships between the Indian young people and the Saphara, and they're built on respect and on admiration, and they inspire each other, and it is the most wonderful thing to be a part of, to watch these Indian children grow in confidence and watch our own Northern Irish children grow in confidence, and also to see the teachers with their Indian children and the teachers with our Saphara young people. And what is so lovely is they are excited and they're also inspired by these types of lessons, by getting up and doing things and being engaged and making learning fun. And that has been quite a new thing to them, and they've really embraced it, especially in Sneha School, and that's been a really lovely thing to be part of. And the relationships that are formed within the teams are just fabulous, and you see as the time goes on all these talents kind of emerging, and you have a group of 17-year-olds, and we do a reflection on a Sunday where everybody has to bring something about what has inspired them or what they've enjoyed. And I remember sitting with Paul, I think it was your team, one night, and these young people, they passed a guitar around, they sang, some of them had made up poems, some of them had made up raps, some of them recited things. It was absolutely incredible to see how much these Indian children had inspired our young people and how talented they were at expressing that and being able to, share kind of their experiences. So, we've got pictures.
Yes.
Just had a couple of pictures to show you, and one of the other important things about the teaching is the way that children treasure what they do. They make something, they create something, and it's really meaningful to them, and that's lovely for us to see. It's a lovely thing to be part of. This is the old school at Kaplani, so I went before the new school had been built, and the difference was absolutely amazing. And yeah, that was just to show you the Saphara young people right in there. There's some at the front, there's some at the back, there's some supporting individual children, and they work together as a team, and you see all their individual talents coming out when they're teaching, which is what's so lovely. And this was the students team who went out for a little longer, and they tried some of the storybook work in a school called St Agnes, which wasn't Sneha, it wasn't Kaplani, but they were there for longer. And what was really lovely was the pride in which they took with their work. You know, they worked so hard with these young people. They created the first ever wall display in the school, and they just had so much pride over that. And the children and the young people achieved that together, created that together. So for me, Saphara has been inspiring from a personal point of view, but also to watch so many young people be inspired by their experience, and it does change their lives, and you can see that, you know, in their future paths, in the choices they make as they grow up. And it's been an absolute pleasure to be involved in. Thank you.